For example, you may not have read any books in hadith, but you know exactly the teaching of the hadith already. For example, how to make salah. The hadith may say, okay, this is how you make your prayer. You stand up and you go down and you go into prostration, you say this and this. But he may actually practically know this already, without even knowing there's a hadith basis for it. So it's not always that Muslims, the lay people everywhere, that they don't know the teaching of Islam just because they haven't read a certain book of biography of the Prophet or a books of hadith. They are practicing the teaching. They're already emulating the teaching embedded within those information.
But every year is just right. I agree with it. But you have to agree that in order to know what you're doing, you've got to read other books.
You need to have basis of your actions, because what we do, for example, what is allowed and what is not allowed, we need to know. So it can come from books or it can come from the teaching from scholars. So you either learn from books or you learn from your scholars. So when you went to a mosque or a madrasa or a maktab in the very early days, or when you go to your Friday prayers, you might get that teaching from the scholars directly without actually getting, taught by books. So knowledge is not necessarily reading from books. Knowledge can come from people. So that's where majority of the people getting knowledge from initially, because in a society like this, we don't have institutionalized teaching system where you go, you learn all your hadith books, the exegesis of the Quran and so on, but that's been taught through Friday sermons, other lectures and here and there. So it's taught in a different way. But if you were in a Muslim country, when you're young, you go there and you learn all of these things, the basis of religion, the fundamentals, and then the essential jurisprudence, how to behave, what to eat, what not to eat, what to say, what not to say, how to interact with people, how do you do your trade and commerce, what is allowed, not allowed. So these are taught in those countries, but England is quite different.
But okay, everything you said is true, but in order to follow Islam, do you have to obey Muhammad?
You obey God and His Prophet, yes.
How do you obey Muhammad? You have to read it.
By following his teaching.
You have to read the Sirah and the Hadith, right?
No.
Well, at least the Sirah.
This is what I said.
Okay.
When a Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam may instruct us to do something, to not to do something, right? Or may give us an option.
How would you know what to do and what not to do?
I'm explaining in a second. Or he might instruct us to saying it's optional whether you do this or not. Like, for example, do you want to drink orange juice and apple juice? It's not like you have to eat orange juice, you drink orange juice instead of apple juice. It's something that's called, in the areas of permissibility, you can have either. It's not a mandatory action. Now that information can come from teaching from any scholars who's imparting you that knowledge, or it can come from reading a book of hadith.
Would you have to read other books to understand?
You see,
or learn from other
the
people?
distinction I'm making is the knowledge to practice as a Muslim.
I don't think me and you are arguing. I think
We are agreeing, but I'm saying the distinction I'm making here is this. The knowledge that a Muslim needs, he or she, to live the life of a Muslim, the knowledge can come directly from scholars who impart you this knowledge, or it can come from books, or a combination of them. You're saying you have to read books. I'm saying even without reading any books, you can get the knowledge from your scholars.
Who have read the books? Who have read the books?
Who may have read the books.
So you get it from someone who's read the books?
Yes.
So
eventually it will be based on a source. Has to be based on a source. That's no doubt about it.
Why are you and I debating on this when we both agree on
We're
the
not
same
debating.
point?
I'm saying when you're discussing with someone, they may not have read something, but they may be actually practicing exactly what is there in the books. That's the point.
Fair enough. Cool.
Thank you.